See, watch Nintendo drop the announcement as soon as I make this video. Here we go, though. What is up, YouTube? It's RSMario here, bringing you another Super Nintendo Switch video. Alright, of course, like, comment, subscribe, because, you know, we're doing pretty good. But, yeah, so if you have been living under a rock for the last couple of days, you know, the Switch Pro and Super Nintendo Switch have been trending on Twitter. It's because there are rumors going around that the Super Nintendo Switch, or the next iteration of the Switch, is going to be announced imminently, probably before E3. So yeah, what is going on? I mean, so I saw the leaks a couple days ago that it could be announced, they could be dropping soon. Emily Rogers has chimed in on this, and actually it kind of makes sense with some of the stuff we got from the Pokemon news, which you can check out in my video I did a couple days ago. But yeah, you know, so essentially the rumor is that the Super Nintendo Switch is going to be announced possibly this week, but definitely before E3 starts on June 12th. The reason is so that developers can announce games that they have for Super Nintendo Switch at E3, which also answers some other questions that are popping up about the Super Nintendo Switch. So yeah, this is huge. I've been talking about the Super Nintendo Switch for months, and this can go, well, the rumor kind of goes like this. So there's a Chinese factory worker, and he says essentially that it's the same size as the original Nintendo Switch, but the bevel, which is, oh crap, so for you who are not like super tech savvy, the bevel are the black bars that go around the Switch screen. I know mine is kind of dusty. It's been in the dock for a minute. I haven't been out for a while. But the bevel is, come on back on, man. The black bars are the bevel. So these are going to be gone. So all of this black is going to be the screen. So, which is interesting because for a device, in modern day, that's a pretty big bevel. So that's going to be a pretty big size screen, about 7 inches, I believe, maybe give or take. I can't really eyeball stuff like that, but yeah, that's going to be a pretty big screen. It's going to be a 720p OLED screen. So it's not going to be 4K in handheld mode. It'll be 4K in dock mode through DLSS. I think some people were saying DLSS 2.0, but I don't know. I mean, I'll have to look into that a little bit further. Yeah, people were also saying that it was going to have a back flap similar to the Surface tablet that Microsoft has. And of course, let me go and do this again. Of course, so that would mean that more than likely all of this, like from here all the way across, is going to be, you're going to open it up and it's going to be your kickstand instead of just this little rinky-dink freaking kickstand that they have right here that I'm surprised that I haven't broken yet. Instead of just having this little rinky-dink kickstand, it'll go all the way across, which is also pretty cool. Of course, it's going to be a little bit more expensive than the original Switch, and they're going to phase out production of the original Switch, which are all things I think everybody pretty much knew. So what does this mean? So if the Switch does come out, the Super Nintendo Switch comes out this year, it means a lot. It means that is the reason why, you know, Legends Arceus is coming out in January, because they want that game to be within the launch window, which is like 90 days. You know, the first 90 days of a console, that's like the launch window, that 3 months. So if it comes out in like November, then, you know, Legends Arceus will be in the launch window. Some people are saying as early as September, but that's pretty early though. I mean, but it's possible because like that end of summer beginning of fall. You get in before all the holiday sales start. You also pick up the back to school sales because kids going back to college. You know, parents like to buy them tech or give them money, which they use to buy tech. I remember when I was going to college, the first thing I bought was my very first laptop. Big old freaking Toshiba Satellite. That sucker was heavy. That was crazy. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, people do that. So it could be a pretty good spot. I'm thinking more like November. But yes, that is pretty big. So the other problem I'm seeing here is online. I'm already seeing people, particularly on Twitter, are saying that they hope that it'll be forward compatible, like the PS4 Pro and the PS4. So it's possible, but more than likely what's going to happen is we're going to get a new 3DS situation where this new system is going to have exclusives that only work on it. Because if these games, like, because more than likely they need to keep up with Sony and Microsoft as far as technology goes so that they can get those ports. Because, you know, people also complain like, oh, why there's so many remakes on the Switch? Well, it's because, you know, people are not gonna, even with an 80 million subscriber, 80 million install base, people are not gonna take a gamble of making a IP exclusively for the Switch. They want that. They want options. They want to be able to put it on the PS5, the Xbox One X, the PC. You know, but they don't want to have to make a different version for the Switch. So that's why they increased the power. You know, but if this version will work on the regular Switch, then what's the point of making a new version of the Switch in the first place? So, of course, there are people saying, oh, you know, it's anti-consumer. Have you never been through a console generation? Like, it's an update to the console. This is more powerful than this one. So, you're not going to be able to play them on it. You know, they're going to be, I guarantee you, they're going to be a Switch version of Breath of the Wild 2 and a Super Nintendo Switch version of that game. And same thing with Legends Arceus. You know, so the best version of that game is probably, oh god, I can see it. It's going to be like Cyberpunk. The best version of that game is going to be on Super Nintendo Switch. Oh boy. I can see so much salt coming out of the Pokemon industry for this. But yeah, I'm super hype. Any information comes out, I'm going to try to keep y'all up. You know what I'm saying? I'll be making videos for a while. So that's about it. Check out my second channel while I just talked about a possible opponent for the new Switch coming from Valve of all people. Like, comment, subscribe, and as always, folks, keep it real.